And we're live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to what is going to be our first and official presentation of a new company that is being launched within the next few weeks, and it's going to be blowing away not only one but two franchises because they are going to be combined. A lot of you have heard about what it's going to be. A lot of you have been asking a lot of questions because you want to know even more. Today is that day where you hear all the latest news, updates, what is being worked on, who we're going to be working with. Not only us, but a huge, vast number of partnering teams as well, spanning to, I think the latest number is about 22 other different teams. But the good news is we're going to be riding all the way at the top. With me here today is our good and great leader, Bart, who's going to be going over the compensation plan when we get to that part. We have Charles, who's one of our very great leaders as well. And then we got Mr. Amazing, Darren Barton, who is handling all the marketing suites, all the tools that you need in order to blow this out of the water. And he'll go into depth with both that and also the company itself, what kind of opportunities are within it as well. And one of our great leaders and one of our greatest trainers in our team, Mr. Travis as well, that Travis, Marquese, and I are going to be providing on a weekly basis training to help you better understand the two franchises, how to combine them, and how to reach out and get people into this amazing opportunity. And not only help you to make money, but also help everyone below you make money. So without further ado, I'm going to pass the microphone on to the next one in line. Thank you.
Charles, you want me to go first?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I guess we can talk about a little bit how this is occurring right now. We were contacted and were put into contact with the owner of the program, whose name is Steve Tiffany, because my company, my ground-based company, we build apps, okay? And one of the things he wanted to do was make sure that this program on the MLM level and as far as the store and the different aspects of the business will have apps for people to use so that, imagine someone riding a train to their work in Hong Kong, they can get on their app, they can check their business, they can do their other things on the different parts of the apps, which you're going to learn about in a few minutes here. And that enabled us to show the value of what we can do with him, got really excited about the program, and we got the opportunity to get up at the very top of the company and to help him with a lot of advice from Darren and Travis and Charles and feedback to build something that's really special. And this is really special. You're going to really see how exciting it is. We're going to save the compensation plan for the last so you'll understand it, but it's really quite unique. It's very powerful, and we think this is going to be the biggest program at 2014, and I think that you're going to see that for a lot of you who have made little money or no money before, this is going to change all of that because it's so easy to get people in this program. And with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and pass it on to Charles. I'll let him talk a little bit more about that kind of a detail.
Okay, thank you very much, Bart and Brian, for those amazing introductions. As many of you do know, this is a network marketing company in the gaming industry, and you know Travis and Brian have said this all week. Gamers, and I didn't even know this myself, but it makes total sense, are the #1 target market size of network marketers on the planet. They just don't know it. And what we've experienced so far is we've started reaching out to our members within Team Tsunami Worldwide main group, and we started hinted that our people should start contacting gamer leaders on YouTube, on Facebook, and the results have been incredible. This is a group of network marketers that aren't bothered with the latest, greatest, high-up, RevShare, MLM, the newest, greatest thing every single day, all day long in all their groups. When you go into one of their groups, it's about what's the latest game, what's the best games, tips, and tricks that you can use to really perform really well. So when you go to the admin of all these gamer leaders all over the place, these video bloggers for, Halo or all these things that you may not have any idea about, they respond with such an amazing smile because they build all these things to try to make money so that they can play more games. They build a huge subscriber list so that they can get better at the games, become dominant, so they can own people and become the greatest guild master of them all. So one of the really cool things about this network marketing experience is we're going to come in from two sides. The first side is we're going to come in from the gamer side. So if you don't know anything about gaming, don't worry. We're lucky because two of the people on this panel are both full-time gamers, Brian and Travis. So they're going to walk us through the actual definitions of the terminology, like what is a kindred, what is a guild. We don't make money in the Matrix, we tax our guild. So these kind of things we're going to roll out as the week progresses, but it's just going to be a fascinating discovery process, especially for those of us that haven't played games in 3 decades or maybe have never played games at all. Now, I'm just going to quickly go into why this is really good for the network marketing side, and that is this. We are talking about, I'm not going to talk about too much, but it's a 2x20 matrix, not a 2x14 like in another one of our programs. So you are going to be able to bring in these people from the gamer side that have 100,000 subscriber lists, 10 million subscriber lists, crazy numbers. We're talking a billion person untapped market. But you're also going to be able to sell this idea to other network marketers, just like we're talking to you right now, and you're going to teach them that, look, there's this huge untapped market. You have to get in early, and then we'll show you how to access these gamer leaders. We'll show you how to manifest and utilize the big list that other network marketing, geniuses have to really make this thing grow massive. Rippling was able to get to 1 million people within weeks, and we think that we can get a massive army of network marketers and especially gamers to actually pay money with us from day one. So the reason we're taking our time with the actual pre-launch where people can actually get in is because we want to make sure every single piece of this puzzle is set up perfectly. We don't have any errors. We don't have any problems. Credit card is smooth. Payment is smooth. We know that the system is set up. But just so you know, when we launch on first day, the pre-launch for this program is actually going to last 90 days or something like that. I'm going to allow Darren Barton to describe to us the situation for the pre-launch, and then he's going to describe to you all the different pieces of this website and the other websites we'll be working with, and then he's going to go into the marketing suite that he came up with that is just going to blow you away. So thank you very much, everybody. Darren, please share your genius with the world. Thanks.
I don't think I've got any genius, but I've just done lucky. That's all it is. Okay, right. Well, I'm going to go through a few things, but there's no diagrams. It's just me. So just bear with me a minute, and hopefully I won't freeze the screen or do anything catastrophic to your computers. The first bit is that we're going to talk about generically the MMO or MMO Cashout, but actually we're going to be talking about 4 businesses. The first one is going to be MMO Cashout. This is effectively what the network marketing organization would probably call a matrix, and there are lots of benefits to being involved in that. If you are part of that MMO Cashout, you have automatic access to the other 3 elements, and the other 3 elements are MMO Buy It, MMO List It, and MMO Playbook. Now, the entry level into those things is through MMO Cashout. However, because there's 4 entities, you will be able to independently access all of those bits without having to join anything else. And in actual fact, Steve, when I was on conversation with him today, was really, really clear that the MMO Buy It, from his point of view, actually has bigger potential than the MMO Cashout. And we're going to talk about huge amounts of money as far as the guild and the kindred part of it. However, the MMO Buy It is going to be massive, and I think Travis and or Brian will be able to give you some really, really good examples of why that would be. But essentially, with the Buy It, it's going to be just like Amazon, in my view, but there'll be obviously a gamer's version of Amazon, I'm sure, out there. But essentially, you'll be able to go and buy games, cards, software, anything within this organization. They'll be at the standard prices elsewhere, so there's no premium price or anything like that. However, the company will receive a commission on everything that they sell. And from that commission, they will then keep something like 25 to 30% back into the company's profit pool, and I'll come to that in a minute. The other 70 to 75% will get paid back directly as commission to the people that brought in or introduced the person to the MMO buy it, and that is massive. So if you can imagine that people make a fortune on Amazon, for example, just in referring people to go and use Amazon, you're going to be making a whole lot more money with MMO buy it. And on top of that, if that wasn't enough, you're going to get paid on 3 levels deep, which is just incredible. So if you had a subscription of 10,000 people in your YouTube channel, it's going to make sense that you're going to go and do a little bit of a YouTube advert about MMO buy it. 10,000 people, let's say, I don't know, 10% of them go into MMO buy it and they buy the next latest game, bang, 3 levels deep, lots and lots of money. So as you can see, Steve's really thought this through. So that's the MMO buy it. MMO list it. That will be very similar to eBay or Craigslist. So people will be able to buy and sell games, they'll be able to buy and sell levels, and something that me and Bart just really cannot get our head around. People will sell a level in a game to somebody else for hard, cold cash. I just don't get it. But that's what they do. Or they'll buy a uniform or a weapon or a spell or something. I haven't got a clue. But that's what they do. These people, I don't care why they do it. They just do it. And again, there'll be a commission base to that as well. And then finally, there'll be the MMO playbook, and the playbook is going to be like a Facebook, or probably the better option to go and have a look now is to have a look for Raptor. So if you Google Raptor after you've watched this, you'll be able to see something that is going to look similar to MMO playbook. And again, it's Facebook for gamers. They'll be able to swap videos, hints, tips, chats, spread the word, and that's the key thing, is just spread the word about MMO in general. So those are the 3 things. The main one, though, MMO Cashout, we're going to talk about that in a bit more detail further down the line. However, what I'm going to sort of present with you now is the marketing suite that we're in the process of constructing for you. Now, in other businesses and programs that we've talked about, we've created a number of Wix sites, and Wix has been a fantastic platform because a number of people can create a website and then simply transfer that to you. You just change a couple of links and it's yours and you can market it. There are some drawbacks to it in the fact it says it's free across the top unless you purchase the use of that Wix, and you can't necessarily put an opt-in form in the classic sense, which will put information into a database. What it does, it sends a link, sends you information into your Gmail or Hotmail or whatever, your email account. So what I've been battling with for a few months is trying to find a much more professional concept or platform that we can use. And once we've got this in use and we're really happy with it, guess what? You will be then able to then use this same platform in other businesses that you may be involved in the future or in now. So it'll not only have value for this program, but so long as you are consistently subscribing to MMO, you'll also be able to edit this and use it in other programs as well. So effectively, what it will give you is that you will have a platform, you will have all your banners, which are being crafted for us at the moment by some geniuses with the graphics department. You will have ad copy in there. You'll have a section which will have ad copy. It'll have swipes for Facebook. It'll have swipes for Twitter, email, any other social medias that you can think of. We'll have copies in there for you. We'll also have capture pages in there, and these aren't just standard capture pages. You will have a capture page, and you'll have seen some of them on Facebook, I'm sure, over the past few days, but it will be fully editable. So you'll be able to change the picture, you'll be able to change the wording, you'll be able to change the fonts, you'll be able to change anything. And in actual fact, in all of the information that will be on there, it will all be editable, and I will encourage you to edit it, because if we've got 10, 20, 30, 100,000 people using this marketing suite, it's going to be pretty crap if we're all using the same capture page, we're all using the same Facebook swipe. So you will have a basis, it'll be a skeleton, it'll be very basic, and it'll be there for you to put on your own twist. And also, I'll be writing them, and you know what? I'm a 40-odd-year-old UK guy who has that mindset. I'm not an 18-year-old kid from Detroit who can go down and get hip-hoppy with people. I don't know any of that speak. I don't know gamers speak. And so therefore the gamers amongst you will be able to change and edit the capture pages and everything with you. So it's really important that we have that facility in there. Then on top of that, there'll be a form, and that form will capture people's names, emails, and telephone number, and it will go into your database. So you will have your own autorespond built in, you will have your own email sequence built in, that will be all provided for you, and they will be your leads to do whatever you want with. Okay? And on top of that, you'll also have hints, tips, and trainings. So obviously all the brilliant stuff that Travis does, for example, there'll be a section for us to hold all that together. You won't have to go searching around Facebook groups or YouTube or anything like that. Unless, of course, Travis wants you to do that, and that's fine. But there'll be a central space for those basic trainings, and there'll be more to it. But I just wanted to give you the bare bones of it. But the idea is that everything in it will be fully editable, and so therefore, yes, you can have a graphic for I don't know, Doom or something, some game. I'm showing my age here. So you might have a graphic for Doom this week. In a couple of weeks' time, we may give you a whole set of different graphics, and you can then choose about whether you want to change those graphics or not, or edit them, change the fonts. Now, I can tell you that taking this to market, it's going to cost us $5,000 to put it into this business. Also, if you go into market, it's going to cost you $97 per month just to have the ability to have this this marketing suite for you. Okay, that's how much it's going to cost. We're going to be able to provide that for free, so you won't have to pay any extra money. So whatever that cost is for your subscription, so long as you pay your subscription, whether it's $10 or whatever, you will have this free for life. And like I say, you don't even need to use it for MMO, you could use it for something else. So I think there's a huge round of applause and collective nice comments have got to go to Jeremy Rush, who is doing a fantastic job in trying to get everything that's confused in my brain onto a computer screen for you guys. And it's going to be in 3 stages. The first stage, it will be a little bit rough and ready because we're trying to get you something together in order to go through the Christmas period. So the capture pages will be there, the swipes will be there, all the bits and pieces will be there. But initially, those leads will go to your direct Gmail account or Hotmail account. Then when we launch the second phase, which could be middle of January, they will then go into the marketing suite correctly, and then final phase will be when we've got the marketing suite built onto MMO Cashout site properly, and it'll have the MMO branding, the graphics, and everything that'll go on there. And they're getting quite excited about all the little icons that they'll be able to build for little houses and little gremlins and ogres and whatever they do. I don't know. It's a gaming thing. So eventually there'll be 3 phases to it, but it'll be. I'm really pleased with it. Really, really pleased with it. And like I say, Jeremy is doing a fantastic work in interpreting that gobbledygook that's in my head and being able to put it onto a useful platform for you guys. So hopefully that was useful. And I'll pass you now back to Charles, who can hopefully be able to pull something together.
Yeah, well, thank you for that. I know Travis is just about to speak. I do have a few more thank yous really quickly. Thank you to Frode for making all of the amazing graphics, and Irfan for helping us with lead capture and the sales landing pages. And of course, Tim Sarazua, you've done an incredible job at the back end negotiating a whole bunch of this business for us. I do want to speak after Travis, but I know, he's a legitimate up-and-comer superstar threat online completely, and he's a full-time gamer. So please share your wisdom with us, Travis. We'd love to hear it.
Hey everyone, can you guys hear me okay? Good deal. So, yeah, I don't know about you guys, but the marketing suite has me super, super, super excited because we're going to give all of you the tools that you need to build your business. We're giving it to you for free. Just so Darren put a value on it, but you're getting it for free when you join us. Having the tools is only one piece of that puzzle, though. The next piece of that puzzle is how to use those tools to be able to bring people in to what we're doing here, right? And this is where myself and Brian and I believe Marquese is going to be joining us. He couldn't be here today, but he's going to be putting together training, the three of us, for you guys as we really understand the gaming world because we're in it. We play games, right? You're looking at a huge, not only financial industry, but a huge number of people that play games. So what we're going to be teaching you guys to do is really to use the tools to brand yourself as a leader, work on your attraction marketing, that kind of thing, and at the same time be able to reach out to other leaders and bring them and their organizations in. Okay, because you're going to find a lot of times in the gaming world, there are people that have huge followings. You may find a YouTube channel and they just post up videos of themselves playing video games and they share tips and tricks and that kind of thing. And they have a following of 5,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers. It's a great person to reach out to, share the vision with them, share whatever, use your tools, and bring them in. And then once they start promoting, they can bring in, they have 5,000 subscribers. That's a list, essentially, of 5,000 people that they can bring in as well. So that's really what we're going to be teaching you guys to do. And it's not going to be nearly as hard as it is in the internet marketing world, right? Sometimes bringing in an MLM leader into something and having them bring their entire downline is a big thing. The gamers don't think like network marketers. We think about playing games. And most of these people are wanting to make some extra money. Most of them like to work as little as possible, right? So they can have more time to play games. A lot of them are looking for ways to try and make side income. And if we can go to a person and share a way for them to be able to do that, and they already have a list, right? That's the big thing. They go, oh, you're right. I already have 5,000 people that follow me, or 10,000 people, or 100,000 people. They're going to see the light bulb's going to go off. They're going to start marketing to all of those people for you off of the efforts you did to bring in one person. This is going to be so much easier than the network marketing, internet marketing kind of thing. And we've already seen people in the team, as Charles mentioned earlier. We've kind of already shared with some people. Brian did a training. Here's some stuff. Go do it. And people are doing it, and they haven't had a whole lot of success before. And they've brought in 12 game leaders who's going to be bringing in as much of their team as possible. And they've done that in like 24 or 48 hours just by reaching out to them. This is going to be really, really easy. And I think that's going to be really good for you guys because we're going to give you the tools. We're going to give you the training. If you follow it, you're then going to be able to make a lot of money, which Bart will get into once we get into the compensation plan. So that's really, I just want you guys to really get excited because this is going to be your opportunity. We're giving you the tools. We're giving you the training. We're giving you a completely untapped market. And all you have to do is very simply share a way for them to make some extra income. It's not really a hard sell. They don't think like marketers. They just go, cool, what is this? They're going to check out the stuff and go, cool, it looks good. They're going to come in. If they have a following, they'll make a YouTube video. All of their followers are going to see it, and here come 1,000 other people right behind them. So it's going to be very, very easy to build this. We're also going to go into other target markets, such as network marketers, because once they see how easy it is to do this particular industry, they're going to want part. And we also have the parents of gamers who are always having to buy games for their children, right? $60 a pop for a game is a lot of money. We just had the PS4 come out and the Xbox One come out, which I think are $300 and $400, something like that. That's a lot of money for a lot of parents to be shelling out for their children, and they do it, right? So that's going to be another target market. But we know our biggest starting out, because we want to grow this fast, is going to be those gamers that already have a following. Most of them have followings inside the games. They all play online together. They may have a clan or a guild and we'll teach you guys all the terminology and what it means so that you can sound educated. You don't need to understand games a whole lot really, but we'll give you the terminology so you can at least speak the lingo when you're talking with people. And to be able to approach them and they go, yeah, I have a guild or a clan or basically a group of people in this game. We're 10,000 people. Well, if you could bring in one of those people high up within that community, it's very easy for them to go out and share this with everyone else. That's what gamers do anyway. We talk games, we share games. Have you played this? Have you seen that? There are the best network marketers, as we mentioned earlier, in the world. They just don't know it. They are always sharing, have you heard about this? Have you seen that? Have you done this? And that's what we do as network marketers, right? So it's going to be amazing, guys. I'm super excited, super, super excited. I'm going to wrap that up there. I just want you guys to get excited, one, about how easy it's going to be, the tool suite you're going to have to make this even easier, and number 3, we're going to put together the training for you guys so that will be easy, and all you will have to do is take action. That's your responsibility, is to take action on it, and when you do that, you're going to have huge, huge financial gains, and I will let Bart get into that if he wishes to get into it now. Charles, did you have anything to add? I think you said you did.
Yeah, just let me just add a few thoughts before we go into the comp plan. And
Sure.
I know you're really curious about how the comp plan is going to work. But a few things. First of all, Travis, that was amazing because as this week progresses, we are going to go immediately into training tomorrow with Travis, Bart, Brian, and Marquese, and whoever else, maybe me, we'll see. And we're going to show you exactly how to tap into the gamer market. Now, for all the gamers that are actually watching this video today, welcome, gamers of the world. Thank you for watching this. We know that we are cross-breeding now, network marketing with gaming. And for all of Team Tsunami Worldwide and all of our partner teams, please take note that the ambiance and environment within our groups is going to shift now. Gamers in general are some of the smartest people on earth, and they want to win. They want to have fun. When we were talking about games, we're doing a little bit of market research, if you can call it that. We were learning that the social context, the depth in which you actually interact with your communities within these games, is at a super brainiac level. Yes, like a pirate. Yes, like a pirate. I lost my train of thought. So we actually met yesterday, the leaders, and we got together. We are going to be rolling out all sorts of new things as the weeks progress, including every Sunday we're going to be having our official hangout. But throughout the week, especially in the beginning, we are going to have official MMO Cashout hangouts for at least the first month, 6 weeks. Day in, day out. We'll be here to do private hangouts for you and your gamer leaders, just like we have done with other projects, until you are comfortable doing these by yourself. We'll be here every step of the way, and then we're going to go into, more advanced, serious, hardcore training as the weeks progress. We don't actually know all the topics yet because we know that we are going to evolve as we get to know the gamer's mindset, really tap into the brilliance of some of the mega leaders that we hope will join this business. I will say there are some people that we are talking to that are in the Smithsonian Institute for winning awards related to gaming, so we will try and roll out interviews with people like this as the time progresses. But I'm just trying to show you that, look, this isn't some fly-by-night organization that's just here to make a little bit of money. This is going to be here for years. We are going to change the fabric of video game playing all around the world. Every single gamer, we believe, is going to be able to make intense profits now and be able to buy every game that they want. They're going to be able to list and move their entire guild or clan or team or village or space fleet, whatever it is, through MMO Buy It and be able to make money off their entire team. And you'll be able to do that on multiple levels. It's just going to be intense what comes out of this. And what's even better is the first 90 to 120 days of the program, we are actually going to be building out MMO Cashout. The owner is going to be building it out. He's going to be building out MMO Buy It, MMO List It, MMO Playbook. There's going to be an evolution of these websites. So the context for us starting, it's going to be very, very bare-boned. But you are getting in early to position yourself in what will be a massive, massive growth phase throughout 2014 and beyond. So it's really going to be exciting, and I will say he has 3 or 4 products coming out that we do not even know what they are yet. I poked and prodded, and he's like, no, top secret. And this is really, really the exciting thing about this. Like, we are literally getting in at the beginning, but we are not allowing anyone to join unless we know that the business side is set up perfectly. So I love hearing that. We're taking our time, and we're doing it right. So again, welcome gamers. I'm going to pass this off to Bart now. He's going to show you how you can actually make money in this business. And then Brian's going to wrap this up for all of us. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, how do I follow that? That's awesome. You guys have definitely hit the nail on the head. One of the things that us old dudes did, me and Mr. Old Dude Darren, is when we first heard about this, we said, hey, you know, I'm not a freaking gamer. I've never played one of those games. I played Pac-Man. You know, I played foosball, right, and pinball. But what we did is we started talking to people, and because we wanted to have a feel for you guys, how is this going to work? And, you know, gamers, you guys know what this is about. But, you know, to the network marketers that are listening to this, what we did is we did some basically, if you want to call it beta speaking, beta testing and talking to people. And, you know, even big leaders in different kinds of programs. And one of the things that we found is when they understood the whole concept, it was a no-brainer, right? The question became, where do I sign up and how do I pay the money, right? I want to bring my company or bring my team. People are realizing the market, you know, whatever it is, 500 million gamers, $85 billion a year spent in this business. Parents are just getting ready to right now spend $500 to $1,000 for Christmas for the 2 new game consoles coming out. Think about that audience, right? I know that I'm going to go after parents, people my age, and say, look, man, you know, you want to offset that $1,000 you spend a year on your kids' gaming? It's a no-brainer, guys. To the network marketer, when they understand this market, it's a no-brainer. So anyway, before I show you the matrix, I'm going to tell you some things I might forget about after I get into the compensation plan, but I do need to tell you about this first. Steve, the owner, is extremely transparent. He's a brilliant guy. He's been working on this for a couple years. It's extremely well planned out. He has a whole army of programmers working on this business. It's going to have no problems handling the influx of people we're going to put into it at all. And he's really, really wants to make this super compliant. It's going to be super long-lasting, and it's going to be incredibly powerful. And the biggest thing that it's going to be is it's going to add huge value to the gamer, okay? The gamer is going to be able to have a place where they're going to be able to purchase what they purchase already for the same price that they do now, and by sharing with other people, they're going to make a commission. Now, there's an implied commission to the company there, right? So keep that in mind. There's a piece of commission to the company. There's one aspect. Now, the other thing is, when I looked at the website that he was developing, you guys can't see yet, but and then talking about building the app for him, I realized that just building an app, okay, if you've ever seen a really cool app, this is going to be an amazing app. It's going to be really cool for me to do. I get to create something really cool from his baby. But I said, man, this could be monetized, right? Think about the advertising that could be sold on there, whether it be PS or, you know, GameStop or whoever, right? Whoever wants to advertise in there is going to be able to buy advertising space. So there's another little set of revenue to the company, okay? There's other stuff we can't tell you about yet. It's coming. The gamers are going to be able to have access to beta testing, okay, which is really big speak for a gamer. That means they get to test new games as they're coming out. You know, I did a little searching around on some of the Facebook pages, and one of the things I noticed people posting is there any new games out there, right? So the gamers are always looking for new challenges and new things, and that's their life and their world. And literally, I had a friend who divorced his wife because she spent 20 hours a day on World of Warcraft, right? People get totally into it, okay? They get lost in that world. And he literally did, divorced her because 20 hours a day, she would not get off. She had a group of 25 people. She was always on the headset, always playing the game. It was like a heroin addiction, okay? Now, I respect that because it's definitely a place to lose yourself and all that. And, you know, just think about all that and just think, what do we get to do for them? We get to create a way for them to be able to not have to go to a job, right? Now their job or their living could be created in this environment that they love, they live. They are addicted to it. They're passionate about it, right? There's so many different ways for them to earn a living in this that it becomes nonsensical, okay? So if you bring in a gamer who brings in a clan and they're buying their play, whether you call them monthly subscriptions or whatever else, you're going to make a commission from that, okay? So that's all like icing. So let's look at the cake. And this is where it gets pretty cool for anyone that understands, of course, you know, how MLMs work and the businesses work. I'm sharing the screen, right, guys? You can someone give me a verbal yes?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yep.
Okay. So here's our basic structure of the business, and it's brilliant because you cannot just come in here and sit and do nothing, and we love that, okay? You have to sponsor at least 2 people, okay? And we think that's very, very smart. So, okay, so we have a huge compensation plan. Okay, so in order for you to qualify for the first 5 levels of the matrix, you have to invite 2 members, okay? You got to bring in 2 people. That's going to pay you down to 5 levels, okay? When you get to, let's see here. Okay, so when you bring your 3rd affiliate, it's going to pay you the next 5 levels. So 3 people opens up down 6 through 10, okay? A 4th person will open up 11 through 15, and to get to all the 20 levels, you need to have a total of 7, okay? Now this is going to be really easy to do. Some of you are saying, how am I going to do that? Let me tell you this. It's going to be easy. I don't know gaming. I know MLM. I talk to MLMers. I explain what the audience is, and it becomes a no-brainer, okay? It's going to be very easy for you to do this, okay? So, you know, as you see, it's a 1 with 2, excuse me, and then 4, and then 8. Very simple. It's just 2, 2, 2. It doubles, and it gets bigger. Now, it's $10 to come in at the bottom level. Very inexpensive, you know, very low cost. And how that's going to work is you're going to come in and you're going to be called a peasant, okay? That's a $10 level. So for every personally sponsored peasant that you bring in that pays $10, you're going to get $2 per month, okay? For every other peasant in every other level, depending on how deep you're qualified, remember, 2 to get through 5, 7 to get all the way through 20, you're going to get 25 cents per person. Now, we've done the math on that. It becomes insanely huge, okay? There's 2.01 million people in a 20-level 2x20 matrix, all right? So you know what this number means here, right? It's the multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars, okay? We're going to get there. It's going to happen because this thing is going to go viral. Now, what's interesting about that is if you come in on the next level up, so this is a $10 level, the next level up is a $50 level. It's called the Squire, okay? Now, what happens, first off, for every single person, even as a peasant, in your downline, gives you an extra 10 cents per person, okay? So it doesn't even matter if you have another person sign up below you at 50. If you come in at 50, or let's say you upgrade to 50 because you reach a number of like 200 people, you're going to lose money if you're not at a 50 because you're going to get 10 cents more per person, okay? Some of you math people out there right now breaking out your calculators and figuring this out, you're going to really love it because it's going to make a lot of sense. Now, the other message, and we're going to continue to do this through the training, and when we get people in, you're going to understand how this is going to go. We're suggesting everyone comes in at $10. You're going to get your $2 per person. 7 people's $14. Think about that. And it's going to qualify you down to 20 levels. After you upgrade to your 50, okay, and you're now being paid 35 cents for a peasant, okay, and $10 for every other $50 member below you, Squire, right? That's $10 per month, okay? Now you achieve, let's say, 400 members. Now at 400 members, you should upgrade to the $100 level because now you're going to make 40 cents per person, right? You're going from 25 cents to 35 cents to 40 cents, 20 levels deep. Now, here's what also gets really interesting. As a $100 Royal, you're getting $20 for every royal, okay? You're going to get $1.50 for every squire, no matter where they are in your downline. Could be on level 19, 18, wherever, right? $1.50 per month, okay? Every other royal anywhere in your downline, even if it's not your personally sponsored, $3.50. Okay, and I know some of you guys are furiously now pounding that keyboard on that calculator going, holy crap, that's huge. It is. It's massive. Okay? Now, here, remember what I was talking about earlier. There's profit. Remember profit in the company from selling, 1, advertising on the website, 2, from sales being made at buy it, 3, from sales being made at list it, okay? And there's going to be lots of sales being done, okay? So besides direct commissions from those people buying a monthly subscription or buying things on iBuyIt, which you get direct commissions, there's also a profit pool, okay? A company profit pool. Now, Steve feels that this profit pool is going to be something that could surpass the Matrix, okay? Because the amount of business that's going to be done, because the gamers, remember, they're not MLMers, right? They're in this to enhance their gaming experience. This is what they want. They sell gold, they sell costumes, they sell weapons, they sell levels, they buy stuff, they subscribe to these games anyway. So there's going to be a lot of revenue being shared back and forth into new products, used products, whatever else, right? Trading back and forth. At the Squire level, the $50 level, you're going to be getting a percentage of the profit pool. You know, we don't know if that's going to be once a month. Probably will be once a month. There's going to be a calculation made into the profit pool, and as a $50 member, you're going to get a piece of the company profit pool. Okay? At the $100 level, it's going to be a bigger piece of the monthly profit pool. Okay? So, again, you know, we're excited because we understand the matrices, right? We've been in these, we get these, we understand that this is $500,000, right? We understand that that's $500,000 in a full matrix, okay? That's a month, all right? Even at 100,000 people, it turns into a phenomenal number, right? If you think about it. Like Brian was pointing out, at some point, you're going to give yourself a $20,000 a month raise because you're upgraded as compared to staying as a peasant at $10, okay? Not worrying about this too much right now. In the beginning here. Now, if you are a leader who are on this call and you know you're going to bring in 1,000 people your very first week between you and your other leaders that are in your team, it's probably wiser for you to consider this or this in the beginning. That's up to you. We'll get into that more during the next couple weeks as we get farther down the line here. But I think you guys all see why we're super excited because these numbers just work phenomenally, okay? This is fixed, okay? There's not going to be free spots, okay? These are paying people, okay? So just to recap a little bit again, for you to make level 5 payment through 5 levels, you have to have 2 people, okay? Your third person is going to get you down through 6 through 10, down to 10 levels. Your fourth person is going to get you down paid through 15 levels, and that's big. Some of you know about another program we're in. That's 14 or whatever, see 15 levels right here, okay? And this is where it gets phenomenal. At the 20 levels, it's 3 more people, it's 7 people each. Now, I can tell you this, you could be a box of rocks, and with the tools that you're going to get in your tool suite, and the things that Irfan, Darren, Frode are doing right now as far as tools, the training you're going to get from Brian, Travis, Marquese, is going to give you everything you need to make this a huge success, okay? Because just keep this in mind. This program is brand new, okay? There is no saturation. This is us. We are launching this, okay? You're here right now in the official world announcement of this company right now. You are, okay? It's going to be easy for you to get people into this, okay? We're going to have hangouts for you to invite them to. We're going to work this as a $1,000 program. We're going to give you everything that we would want to give you in a very expensive program. We're going to give it to you. It's $10, okay? It's simple. Timing will not be better because of Christmas and the amount of money people are spending. And the way that Brian has already gone out there phenomenally and hooked up with a couple of these gamers, and we've actually watched a couple of the videos. I've watched probably 10 videos of the one guy and how he narrates and what he talks about doing. These people, man, when they see this and they see all the bits and pieces that are going to come, they're going to get extremely excited, okay? Because they don't have to go to it at JOB. Because the one thing that we've experienced and I've experienced is that the gamers I know that I've met, what they do is they work, they play, and they sleep, right? That's it. They work, they play, they sleep. And there's a little food and a little bathroom in the middle there, but that's it. They don't want to do anything else, okay? The fact that we're going to be able to do this and put it on an app is very powerful, right? Steve is an incredible owner. He's very smart. He's doing this the right way. He's absolutely aware that we do not want to launch this company unless everything is right. We're not going to stumble out of the blocks. We're not going to have any issues with something being broken right away. It's not going to work like that at all. We're going to have extreme, huge success, and I'm sure you guys absolutely see now why we're so excited. Okay, I know that there's probably 10 people on this watching that I've invited. I know some of you know nothing about it. Now you're seeing the vision, right? It's just a no-brainer, right? Biggest thing you've ever seen, very low entry point. And again, remember, you can start off at 10 bucks and you can upgrade when you need to. There's going to be logical points that you can upgrade. We'll get more into detail about that because you're going to give yourself a raise, okay? It's just going to happen. And then remember, when that profit pool starts to come into play, which we think is about 60 to 90 days, somewhere down the line, now you're going to get like a dividend check. How powerful is that? Making maybe an extra $1,000 a month because you're a profit share participant. So very powerful. I couldn't be more excited. I could not be more excited to actually be working with Steve, number one as well. Very, very transparent, very smart guy. Has worked on this a long time. This is not something he threw up in a month. He's got tens and tens of programmers working on this. Not one programmer, tens, maybe 40, 50 programmers working on this program. So his vision is clear. He has some big secrets that we don't know yet. You know, we're bringing him some other things. We think it's even going to make it better, and I can't wait to hear the really good stuff that's still to come. So that's it for me, or else I'll just keep talking. But I wanted to pass it along back to you guys to make a comment, and I'm sure you guys see the vision, and really, man, cheers. This is going to be very, very good for a lot of people. So that's it for me.
Yeah, thank you very much, Bart. I mean, we've gone a little bit way over schedule, as we normally do, because we're just very excited. Remember, we are going to be coming back at you tomorrow. We're going to go straight into gamer leader training. And for all the gamers out there, if you have any advice for us to make this more presentable, more attractive to your gaming community, please, by all means, we are here to listen and learn. We do not think we know everything. We want to learn and grow with you. So thank you very much. And Brian, just going to close us off with our final remarks. Thanks, guys.
Charles, sorry, Brian, just before you go into your bit, I just mentioned, and I'm just going to put my little hat on again because I've just discovered this. I do apologise, everybody. Okay, right. One thing that is almost like the cherry on the cake, and I'm being royal about this now, is that you're going to get paid weekly in this program. So you'll be effectively paid a week in lieu. So the first week you won't get paid, the money will move across, and then from then on, as long as you've got money in your account, you will get paid weekly. How fantastic is that? So, you know, I just wanted to make sure that everybody was aware of that. And obviously there'll be other bits and pieces that will come through, like Bart said, as they develop and they cross things off the priority list. But I just wanted to make that nice and clear. So really, people could be getting paid effectively between Christmas and New Year, or even straight into the first week in January. It's not something that you're going to have to wait until the end of January to see any money from. So let's risk 10 quid or $10, and let's see something at the end of the week, which is just incredible. Thank you. I'll take my hat off now.
Yeah, and I want to add something onto that too. We do know that iPayout is the wallet. Good job, by the way, Darren. That was very royal of you. Yeah, Weekly, I forgot all about that. I mean, Weekly is very powerful, guys, especially you that are working and you get these gamers, and it's going to be an incredible opportunity. But the other thing is we have iPayout. We know how iPayout works and the other programs that you're with. It's a very highly respected, very solid wallet, already hooked up with a Power Network, Telex Free, QNet. QNet alone, they paid $28 million a month in commissions, right? So there is no fear that you make too much money in this, okay? This is doable. Steve has done the right thing. He's hooked us up with a powerful wallet, and I just wanted to reiterate on that as well and tell the good news. But yeah, that's it for me. Brian, why don't you go ahead and put the icing on the cake?
And icing I will do. Guys, I don't know about you, but I'm sitting here like a kid in a candy store, right? I've been a gamer ever since I was yay high, and this is just something that is going to speak to every single gamer out there. And one of the gamers that I got in, I do want to give him a special shout out. He does an amazing job, and I was on a Skype call with him, well, this morning actually, my time. We had a little leadership meeting yesterday, 4 hours. At about 5:30 in the morning, I went on a Skype call with this guy, and what he told me, what he just commented on the YouTube channel right now, just to give you an idea of how big of the majority of these networks you can actually bring in by reaching out to these gamers, right? And the shout out, it definitely is going to go out to Scrolls Adventures. If you don't know the guy, look him up on YouTube, subscribe to his channel, do him a little favor, right? Because he's going to be doing us a bunch of favors. And Scroll wrote a little comment in there that it should be mentioned that the most subscribed channel on YouTube is a gamer called PewDiePie. You want to know how many subscribers he actually have? Huh? Guys, you wanna guess? 16 million subscribers on a YouTube channel. Guys, just think about that number for just one moment. Just think about that number. 16 million.
Wow.
How much does it take to fill the entire matrix and get paid 7 million a month? 2.1. How many millionaires can you make from just this one guy? We're talking about gamers. We're talking about merchandise and gaming merchandise and games for consoles, PC, and Mac that are being sold on a daily basis. We're walking into an untapped industry, combining two of the most high-paying industries in the entire world. I don't know about you, but I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep for like the next 3 years. I don't know. The amount of tools that you're going to be getting, not only from Darren, Bart, and the other teams that we have working on this, will give you so much leverage. And this is the first public announcement ever regarding what we are about to walk into. Right? Every single week, Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to be having a little show that we're going to be putting on called Game Face, where you will get all the latest news, updates, spotlights, the works. We're going to be bringing in these gamers and all the other people as well who are starting up in this business and learning from them, learning about these terminologies and how they got success and how they did to reach out to these gamers. Every single week, a few times a week, you'll be getting constant updates, training on how to do. If you're a gamer and you're sitting out there right now and saying, well, yeah, I know a lot of people in the game world, but I'm not a network marketer. You are, right? Everyone does it on a daily basis. There's no difference here, no difference. But as soon as money is involved, people take a step back because they think that they're pushing on to people. You're not. You're providing value to them. And when you're contacting gamers, you are offering them an opportunity for them to add value into the community. That is why they're doing it. It is that simple. MMO Listed is the perfect hub for all of these people to list their YouTube videos, their blogs, whatever they're doing in order to reach out and build up their community, right? And we have just gotten started. But without dragging this, completely out, and we've been going on for what, 55 minutes or something like that. But you can probably feel how excited we are about this, right? All of us right here are network marketers. 2 of us are gamers. A few others, they remember games like Doom, Pac-Man, which I do remember the first Doom, but oh my god. And if I should just speak to you gamers, sorry guys, just a few minutes. I'm hyped. When you talk to a network marketer about something new entering the market, right, where you see a unique product, what happens? People go complete and utter crazy, right? When something new and exciting enters the gaming world, people go utterly crazy, right? Take World of Warcraft. Everyone knows about World of Warcraft. It's on the news, and radio, and whatnot. They got what, a little over 15 million players in it that are paying like $20 a month. We just showed you the math right here. How many people do you think you can get to actually play this game for free? Think about it, right? It is that simple. You're helping these people, and we had a little joke about it. I'm just going to put it out because I thought it was so funny. That someone divorced their wife because they were playing games. How many divorces are we going to be creating with this? It's kind of a scary thought, right? But it will give them a little bit more spare time, so they don't need to spend so much time in the game getting wealthy, right? I myself were a former World of Warcraft player and spent 14, 16 hours a day. I was wealthy in that game, but I was broke outside the game. We can change that, right? So join forces with the people that you've seen here on this panel, and stay tuned for the next hangout that we're going to be doing, and especially Game Face every Sundays at 7 p.m. We don't have the time right now to go over all the questions, but we're going to be opening up another hangout maybe 30 minutes from now, guys. Is that okay? Where we can do a little Q&A as well, and educate those of you who are already in our team or who have signed up for the event. So the link is going to be posted in there, and we're just going to take Q&A and spitballing some ideas and do some terminologies, because the YouTube channel right now, the comment section is just exploding, and also on each of our individual Facebooks. So I'm just going to cut it off right here. And again, guys on this panel, thank you for the hard work you put into it. This is going to, wow, right? So see you next time, and well, in 30 minutes, all right? So thank you all for watching, and talk to you soon.
Thanks, guys.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
guys. Cheers.
Nice chat. Bye.